Bung Bung. Welcome to the Poddy is brought to you by Bung Bung Coffee, the best modern dark roast available on the market. It comes from 4 of the best coffee producing countries in the world. I'm talking Peru, Honduras, Brazil, Colombia. This thing is such a chocolatey blend, hand-picked by me. Well, I didn't pick the beans, but I picked this blend. Lots of research went into this beautiful Bung Bung coffee, because you know what it is here at the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. Bung Bung! That's all we say around here when something's delicious, when something's fire, when something just gets that Bung Bung tick of approval, we give it that big Bung Bung, and that's what this coffee's all about, man. I mean, it's gonna do wonders for you. You meant to, oh dude, you've been feeling blue? Forget about it. Bung Bung coffee will lift your spirits. I mean, Bung Bung coffee will damn near lift your car. You got a flat tire? Have a sip of Bung Bung coffee. Motherfucker will levitate for you. Alright? Get onto that Bung Bung coffee. It'll get delivered directly to your door. bungbungcoffee.com. 15% off if you enter code PODDY. That's PODDY. 15% off all orders by entering that code at checkout. That's the main way you can support the show. Okay, if you want to just support the show directly, go buy merch at claymcmathcomedy.com on the merch tab or the store tab. Go, we got Boardman tees, we got Bossman tees, we got Mona Lemon tees, we got Shocker socks, we got, man, just welcome to the Poddy hats, welcome to the Poddy golf jackets, I think. Man, we got it all. We got unsourced t-shirts. Man, I don't even remember all the merch, but it's fire. It's some of the best merch available. People won't even know you're wearing podcast merch. People will be like, damn, what brand is that? That's so dope. Like, oh yeah, baby, this is welcome to the party. You want some? It's butter soft. It makes your skin feel like it's melting off. You take your shirt off, you think your whole top layer of skin's coming with you. Not because it's hurt. Not because it hurts, because you become one with the shirt. It's that soft. God. You want to win some free merch as well? Share the show. You share the show and we see that you've shared it. Bang. Oh my God, you've just entered the draw. Every month, you get to enter the draw as many times as you want. You share the show 1,000 times, bang, you got 1,000 entries, Austin. Oh, you shared it 3 million times? Bang, you got 3 million entries, Sarah. Now there's a pretty good chance you're going to go home with some free merch. Will you get, if you win twice, will you get the same merch? No, we keep track of that. We keep track of that. You get new merch, baby. Oh my God, that's a long ad read, man. Let's start the show.
Welcome to the party. Best show on the internet. Ask anybody. You know it's easy money. Sit back, relax, get your headphones, everybody. Welcome to the party. Blackout in the booth. Every episode's a party. We go hard like Ricky Bobby. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party, Bung Bung. It's your man Claytron, aka the Big Boss Man, aka the Clumsy Jeweler, because I'm always dropping gems, aka the Milkman. Because I always deliver, aka the PhD of podcasting, the Magnum PI of podcasting, the Captain, the Chesley, Sully, Sullenberger of podcasting. Because your in-flight entertainment tonight might be a quick dip into the Hudson. Yes, I'm flying solo once again. And I've got movies for you today that come exclusively from in-flight entertainment. So we are talking about taking flight today, man. Let's talk about that. I recently went to Brisbane, did a run of shows up there. Not my show, but just, doing some showcases, some spots up there. So that's my second time up in Brisbane doing comedy. And man, so far in my relatively short comedy career, favorite place to do comedy is the Good Chat Comedy Club. Shout out to Good Chat.
Easy money.
That is just such a fun place to do comedy, man. So that was awesome. Trying to think of like any stories. Oh, I was doing laundry at the laundromat. Haven't done that since, You know, my family's got split up, and my dad had to use a laundromat. We used to do little laundry dates, me and my old man, and that took me back. I guess college was kind of like a laundromat, except it wasn't a laundromat. It's just like a laundry room in the dorms, similar to like a hotel, I guess. So not as much poverty in that situation, but yeah, I was dripping with sweat. I was dripping. I don't mean that drip like, you know, Kyle Kuzma going to the game wearing a ridiculous outfit. I mean, I was dripping, baby, like, you know, like a oily burger. Couldn't help it. I'm a sweaty man. You know, I'm tall, I'm black, I used to be a basketball player. There's something about basketball players, they sweat more than any athlete, I believe. I believe that. And I was sweating, baby. There was a whole day that I had to relax. Not because I was tired, but because I didn't want to sweat anymore. So I stayed in bed all day and just did like admin stuff on the computer, sideways, fucked my whole back up. But that's all right. That's all right. Man, I loved it up there. So much fun. Shout out to Peter James. Go follow him on Instagram at Diabetes right there. Diabetes. So he's he's a friend of the show. He's been on the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. I'm going to try and get him back on during the Fringe this year. And, you know, while I'm talking about Fringe, not safe for Netflix, Adelaide Fringe, look it up. We're on from the 5th to the 9th of March. If you just buy tickets, sell it out as quickly as possible, then I won't have to spend money on advertising, honestly. And that's all I want, is to not spend money on advertising. So please just buy tickets, go to the show. It's going to be fun. It's myself, Jay Michael, Justin Saw, 3 of the boys from Cold Blooded Comedy. It's just going to be an absolute ripper. We've gone 3 out of the 4 boys just because otherwise there's not enough time to get enough jokes together for it. You know, we get to do like 17 minutes each. If there was 4 of us, we'd be doing like 12. So we went with 3. Anyway, fringetix.com or whatever, or go to the claymcmathcomedy.com website for tickets there. January is over, so we've got February shows now. I'm doing All Stars Comedy Showcase at the Adelaide Fringe, 27th of Feb to the 3rd of March. Chuckles Comedy on March 2nd. Not safe for Netflix, as I said, 5th to the 9th of March. Got Cold Blooded Comedy at Distill March 21st. We got it at West Thebby Social Club March 22nd. The Sussex Hotel March 23rd. Millage's Distillation April 18th. Hotel Victor 19th. The Bloomberg in Birdwood on the 20th of April. 26th of April, we got Gilbert Street Hotel in the city. May 16th, the Republic in Norwood, and May 17th, Hotel Elliott in Port Elliott, and I believe May 25th at the Barclay in Ararat, Victoria. So we got a bunch of dates coming up. Again, claymcmathcomedy.com to find all those dates. But yeah, man, Brisbane was dope. I played golf. I played 18 holes with the great Peter James. We just played like a scramble, you know, a little bit of best ball, which 1, you get through the day much more quickly, and 2, you don't feel like as much of a piece of shit when you're done because, you know, you both tee off. Whoever's ball is in a better position, you both play from there. So you're not trying to hit it out of the rough most of the time or bunkers or anything like that. You're just taking the best spot, bang, you both go. You only score on 1 card, so you're just taking the best shot. Your score ends up great. We shot like, as a team, we shot like a 81, which is like I've never broken 100 solo before, so you feel good. You know, most of the time we were using Pete's spot to take shots from, but hey, you know, your pride doesn't even really take a hit. It really doesn't. I love team games. When I used to play video games growing up, I loved to do co-op stuff instead of versus. You know, Super Smash Brothers, it's usually like all in melee. You know, four against four. No, 4 people all on all. But you can go teams 2-on-2 instead of 1v1v1v1. And I would always have friends over, and we would go 2-on-2, so we could, you know, be friends about it and like strategize. Be like, dude, go over there. Oh shit, I'm having a hard time over here, bro. Help me out. You know, that's why I love Call of Duty. Team deathmatch. I'm a team player, baby. Team player. You know, that's why I'm doing this cold-blooded comedy, man. Trying to take some friends along for the ride. I love that. I don't want to do this shit solo, man. It's lonely. When I went to Perth this time last year, I was a sad guy. Even though I was pursuing my dream. I'm doing shows in Perth. Like, what? Like 1 year ago from then, I wouldn't have even thought of that. I was doing a solo hour show in Perth. And I was sad over there, man, just lonely. You know, I brought Rach and Kenny with me, of course, but going to the show solo, sitting backstage before the show, stressing out solo. Boring, man. I want friends back there talking shit, having a drink, you know, if you're into drinking. If you're not, that's cool too. But at least we can chat, talk a bit of smack, have a laugh, less stress. Sell tickets together instead of selling them solo, man. That's why I'm doing cold-blooded comedy, man, and it's fun. It's enjoyable. I love it. I love you guys, man, for just joining me on the ride, listening to the show, sharing it, telling friends that tell friends. It's dope, man. It's really dope. Man, I got a bit of stuff to cover today, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's not much else to talk about in Brisbane, man. I caught up with a friend of the show, Flash89, also known as PK. We caught up for lunch and drink. We talked a lot of, like, we're both in the same boat. He's into music, I'm into comedy, but like we're both pursuing our passion, trying to make a career out of what we love. And just the similarities and differences in the different like creative spaces. And that was just such a regenerative chat, man. Like inspirational, you know, for both of us. I think we both said a lot and heard a lot that we didn't know we were going to talk about or hear for the first time in some instances. It was just great. I just love that kind of shit, man. That, being involved in somebody else's journey, but also having other people involved in yours, man. It's important, I think. I think last episode maybe I talked about loneliness. And it's not dope. It's not dope to be lonely, man. And you don't have to be. You don't have to be. You just don't need to let your pride get in the way. Oh, I want all the money. I want all the money myself. I'm not bringing an opener. Okay, dude. Go be sad and have, 20% more money. Congrats, dude. Congrats. I'm getting an opener. Trying to have some fun, trying to enjoy this. I'm not trying to grind through this sadly and then at the end be like, oh yeah, that's right. I got into that because it was fun and then I had no fun doing it. Fun is important, man. Fun is underrated and people are going to be like, whoa, what do you mean underrated? Everyone knows fun's good. Bruh, be in a relationship and have this conversation. Oh, I just want to go hang out with, Nick on the weekend. Oh, what for? Oh, like just a bit of fun? No, family day. Or say like, I've got to go do, got to go do this fucking thing for 7 hours that's going to suck ass, but I have to do it. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Go ahead. Very happy for you. Dude, I'm not complaining about my relationship. I love my relationship. I love it. But this happens in it still, but it also happens to yours. Okay. They are very happy for you to go out and have a shit time. But you start having some fun, dog. No, not on, bro. Bro, I'm pretty sure my partner, everyone knows her name, Rachel. I'm pretty sure she thinks that comedy is just like a party time for me, but it's work. I got to, like, especially when it's my cold-blooded comedy shows, I got to pack the car, like fully pack it. I mean, speakers, speaker stands, lights, light fixtures, cameras, tripods, mic cords, extension cords, tools, microphone, mic stand, all types of shit. You know? Pack the car, drive to the venue, unpack the car, set it up, stress out about my material, write material constantly, punch it up, fix this, do that, get on stage, you know, oh, I forgot a joke, fuck, got to get that in again, or not, just going to skip it, keep it going. Dude, it's work. And I'm driving, so I don't even, like, yeah, I have a couple drinks, but like, I'm not getting shit-faced and having a good time, you know? Got to drive back. And I've got 3 other dudes in the car that have to get home to their families safe, so I'm not drink driving, you know? It is work. But like, she interprets it as a fun time, I think, and so it ends up being like, always give you alone time. You go and do your comedy, you know? It's like, yeah, I go and do my comedy, but that's still work. That's still not rest. Sometimes a man needs a minute out on the course, 5.5 hours of best ball. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, as I say this in the same breath, I appreciate my partner, and I appreciate the fact that she is supporting me through this comedy journey. I hate calling things journeys too, by the way. It's so gay, bro, but it is. It's a grind. It's a journey, and she's supporting me through trying to make it in a country where you got to put on your own shit because there's not enough comedy clubs to like support the grind. Like in America, you can tour for a whole year and be like, someone will be like, oh, have you gone to Flappers in this state? And be like, oh shit, no, I've never performed there. How is it? No, last time I performed there, I actually performed at this comedy club. You know? Over here, it's like, yeah, there's 8 clubs. You can do them all twice in a year. Bang. You made yourself 10 grand. What else? Festivals, yeah. Yeah, but for someone like me with no name, how am I supposed to sell tickets? So I'm in that name building stage, and it is a fucking grind. And she is supportive as hell, man, through all this. You know? What a legend, man. What a fucking legend.
Easy money.
Man, we had a scoring frenzy last week in the NBA. Should we do a sports noise? Do we still have that? No, we got rid of it. Oh shit. Well, this guy's from sports. We had a scoring frenzy last week. The anniversary of Kobe's 81-point game, 81-point shot. That's a hard one. But anniversary of Kobe's 81-point game against Toronto was last week, and everyone went off. Joel Embiid had 70. Shit. I think Luka had 65, or I think Joel Embiid had 73 maybe. Maybe Luka then had 70, and then you had Karl Anthony Towns had 62, and I think Booker also had 62 in the same week. And motherfuckers think that, dude, people often say like MJ would average 50 in the league today. And, you know, sometimes that sounds like an exaggeration. But you have 4 people score 60 plus in the same week or even on the same day close to it. You know, I think the league's changed, man. Your game's 133 to 132. That's 265 points in a game. That is so many points, bro. If that's how it was going down, Kobe, like, you know, that's inflation, bro. That's like, you know, you buy a house for $200,000 in the 80s and now it's worth $2 million. Kobe's 81's worth 115 now. You know? Wilt's 100 actually deflated, I think, because he was the only athletic black in the league. His 100 is probably worth about, 65. And, I'm sorry to say that, but I just don't think Wilt can do that in this league. But I think Kobe in this league, he would have broken that 81. MJ? Dude, MJ, I don't know what his career high was, 64 maybe. That's 64. This is even before Kobe. This is armbar era. That's damn close to 100. People want to hate. People want to hate on MJ. Say LeBron's the GOAT. LeBron just got to number 7 on the 3 points made list. People are like, look at that. He's even that good at threes. Took him 20 years to do that. He's tied for 7th with Klay Thompson, who has been playing for 12 years. Let's all slow down with all these milestones of LeBron. He's over there stat padding, losing every game, thinking he's doing something. And we're going to get into GOAT talk now because KD was on a podcast or something or an interview talking about how he should be recognized as one of the GOATs of the game. What haven't I done, he said. You got a couple championships, a couple finals MVPs, you got an MVP, you got 3 scoring titles or something. Good for you, nigga. But guess what? You will always be looked down upon for leaving OKC and going to the number 1 seed. You left OKC, yeah, you bailed. Not only did you bail, you went to the best team in the league. No one's done that. This is why Kobe and Jordan have it on y'all. They said, give me a supporting cast. That's what I need. I'll do the rest. Kobe said, I don't need Shaq. Fuck Shaq out of here. I don't want Shaq here no more. Get me a team that can compete. I will do the rest. And he fucking did. Okay? Michael Jordan, yeah, he had some shit around him, bro, but he didn't leave. He didn't leave Chicago. He didn't ask them to sacrifice picks and do all this like LeBron. The Lakers are fucked for the next 20 years because they've got rid of so many picks to try and get superstars around LeBron. MJ didn't do that. MJ in 10 years, or I don't know how long MJ played, but he did so much in that time span. Oh, he's not even in the top 10 of all-time scorers. Yeah, because he retired. Went and played baseball. Went and did a hobby for a minute. Left, came back. Boom, 3-peat straight away. The fuck? Wasn't playing around. Okay? And people not even GOAT talk. Just people's jerseys being retired. Paul Pierce had something to say about Adonis Haslam's jersey getting retired. He said it was because Stack, the captain, Stack 5, Steven Jackson, he said, earned, not given. And Paul Pierce said this one was given, bro, talking about Adonis Haslam's jersey retirement. If you look at the statistics, yeah, this motherfucker averaged like 7 and 5 across his career. But he was at Miami Heat for 20 years. He was a part of the Heat culture. He never left. He never ran from the grind. Now he's like president of basketball operations. Like he's in the front office doing things. He is the Miami Heat. So yeah, it kind of was earned, but not statistically, not as much on the floor as it was like what he truly means to the organization. Where does KD's jersey get retired? OKC? Well, he bailed on them. Out of principle, I wouldn't do it. The Warriors? He was there for 2 years or 3 years? What? Brooklyn? No. Now Phoenix? He's been there like 2 years? Where's he supposed to get his jersey retired? You're a hired gun. Right? LeBron James, maybe he deserves it in Cleveland. He got drafted there. He fucking fried those niggas when he did his biggest mistake of his life, doing a press conference to say he's leaving the city because he was running from the grind. He needed Bosch and Wade to help him get his first two titles. Went back, got Cleveland a title. That's probably worth it. Maybe you retire his jersey there. He's also the number 1 points scorer in the NBA, in NBA history. So he probably needs it retired somewhere. But if you bounce around the league, you want to play for a new team every 3 years. Yeah, well, like, maybe you don't deserve to get your jersey retired. I truly don't believe Kevin Durant deserves to get his jersey retired. Do I think he's a great player? Yeah, I think he's amazing. I think he's one of the most skilled players of all time. But SCOAT is not a fun thing to say. GOAT, greatest of all time? No. You bounced. You got gimme championships. Steph Curry deserves the GOAT talk more than you, dude, because he got a chip before you. He got 2 with you. Everyone thought they were done, and he got another one after you fucking left, man. And now you think you're not going to be Charles Barkley because you went and got a couple chips. So no one's going to talk shit about you for not getting a chip. And you got the finals MVPs. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Go ahead. Go ahead and claim that for yourself. But you know what you did. You know? He says, you know who I am? Yes, nigga, we know who you are. You're a quitter. You're a quitter, man. You're a sook. Dude, I've got almost all of this guy's sneakers. I love this man. I think he's amazing. I tried to model my game after him when I was still playing. I just don't want to model my personality after him. I guess that's what I'm saying. I just don't think, like, also, you think they got Kobe. If Kobe was still with us, you know, rest in peace. He does like a guest appearance on ESPN, you know, now that he's retired. And they want to talk about GOATs. You think he's going to sit there talking about himself, man? No. No GOAT has ever had to say they were the GOAT. Oh, what about The Last Dance? That was a documentary, bro. And he never sat there and was like, I'm the greatest of all time. What haven't I done? He never did that. He just told a story of, you know, that final portion of his career. You know? I just think it's whack. I just think it's whack to just try and insert yourself into these conversations. And Bron does that shit too. I think it's whack. I think it's like, what's understood don't need to be explained, man. And so that's part of the problem. You feel like it needs to be explained, then you know what it is. You already know. Niggas are too friendly. Motherfuckers want to be too friendly with everyone, man. You should have had that killer instinct then. You should have stayed at OKC and said, fuck, we got to make this shit happen right here. Nah, I want 5 superstars around me at all times. Get me Kyrie, get me James Harden, get me Devin Booker, get me Bradley Beal. It's gay, bro. That's why you're not the GOAT. And I know you're watching. And LeBron, you know, I'm not even going to go through, you know, you did your whole Miami bullshit. You went back to Cleveland, you hired everyone. You hired everyone. You had Kevin Love leave Minnesota. You had Dwayne Wade come over there at some point. That was later. You had, what's his name? J.R. Smith. Oh, dude, Miami. I said Wade and Bosch. I forgot to tell you about Ray Allen. Top 3 3-point shooters of all time. Like, come on, bro. Stupid, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. Man, I shot some hoops yesterday. Dude, this is sad. This is about to be sad what I'm about to tell you, man. Do I have some sad music or something? Yeah. I went and shot some hoops yesterday at the park. And I haven't felt that at peace, man, since I lived in Albury. that was the only place I had like infinite access to the gym, and I could go in there solo and just shoot. And it's the only place where like I'm not thinking about shit. I'm not holding anything back. I'm not pretending to be okay. I'm just not even there. I'm just shooting. And I was at the park shooting hoops. Rach and Kenny were there, but they were like running around playing. You know, you have to do that with a 1-year-old. You have to be playing for about, I don't know, close to 12 hours a day you have to play. And they're running around and I started crying, bro. I started crying. I just like, it just it made me realize like I'm just holding on to shit, man. As males do. And you guys are like, God, get Boardman back. 2 episodes in a row, this nigga's just going to cry. Dude, I'm just saying like, yeah, it's just so important, man, to like have that thing, whatever it is. If it's just going for a walk or reading or playing video game. Well, that's a distraction. Reading and video games is more of a distraction. Sitting out, looking at a fucking sunset, sunrise, going for a run, exercising without music, shooting hoops, just being absolutely present, man, and just seeing how your body responds. I wasn't thinking about shit, but like I just started crying, man. I just started crying. Part of it probably was like how much I missed it, how much I like missed the game, missed playing it, missed being able to play it. Like I can't even play social, which sucks. It hurts my knees so bad. But like, yeah, dude, you got to have something like that. Or maybe therapy. Maybe you just need therapy. Maybe that's what maybe I should go to therapy and shit. But like, yeah, dude, it just opened me up. And Race doesn't even know. Like I wasn't like sobbing and shit, but I just started like fucking crying from the eyes. Not really from like the nose or mouth really so much, but the eyes, man. I just felt so peaceful and happy. And like again, I am happy with my life. I just think it brought me back to a realization of like this is truly where I was meant to be, was on a basketball court. And you age out of sports. And my knees unfortunately were much older than I was. And I aged out before my time, I think. And yeah, you just remember, man, like this is, because I take comedy seriously and I love it. I love comedy so much, but like I was born for basketball, man. I was born for it. And I felt that. I felt that just at the park, you know, no net on the hoop, just doing some poor shit, some poor person shit, man. And yeah, I remembered where I was supposed to be. And I miss it. I miss it so much. But, you know, I'm lucky enough to have found another passion. Some people don't get to find that, I guess. Some people search for that second one forever, and I'm lucky. I've found mine. But yeah, I do not feel as at home behind a microphone as I do with, you know, a basketball in my hand. Man, I miss it. I miss those like solo sessions. Just like go to the gym at college and just shoot my stress away. Man, I was blessed to experience what that sport gave me everything. That sport gave me everything, man. And that's so important to me. And I guess it's like another life lesson, man. Like my parents nourished that love and talent for the game I had and let me pursue it and they did whatever. Like I didn't come from money at all. We couldn't afford the trips I was going on. I don't know how they did it. I remember I think we applied for a grant one year from the council to help us, the local government. You know, I think I think Basketball South Australia chipped in one year for some shit. You know, we couldn't afford the shit I was doing, and they sent me all around the world. And yeah, a lot of it was subsidized or paid for because I happened to earn it, man. But some of it cost money just going to Melbourne. Getting in the car, paying for petrol, paying for accommodation. Like, I can't do that now. You know, I can't just go to, well, I guess I just went to Brisbane. I didn't pay for accommodation. Shout out to Peter James. I stayed with him. But like, yeah, like you can't just get in a car and go stay at an Airbnb sometimes, you know, it's expensive. And my folks did that shit for me, man. And I'm going to make sure that whatever Kenny's passion is, if it's basketball, if it's fucking dancing, if it's motorcycle riding, man, I'm going to make sure that I do whatever I got to do for him to, you know, to foster that ambition, that love, that talent, that whatever it is that he's got. Man, this is a weird episode. I don't think I've said anything funny yet. It was Australia Day last week, man. People think they're politicians, dude. Bruh. Relax.
Fuck that.
It's just so like, change the date. Oh, how dare you celebrate today? Dude, you fucking hate Australia Day so much. Go work, bruh. Go to work for free. You know? Get a key to the office and go fucking fill in some spreadsheets, motherfucker. What are you complaining about? Got a fucking day off. You think you're better than me? Dude, you know, and who gives a fuck anyway? You know, we're cancelling Captain Cook, or what the fuck are we doing, bro? We're here. If you fucking hate that we're here so bad, leave, man. Fucking so mad that we're celebrating. Yes, I know what happened to the Aboriginals and I think it's foul. Maybe it shouldn't be celebrated, but we are past that. Well, you know, there is some irreparable damage, but like, we are a country now. We're not taking babies away because they're, you know, we're trying to breed the black out of them. We're not doing that shit. We are, you know, we've still got some fucking work to do. You know? So I think a politician, a prime minister said sorry once or something. I don't know, but we've got much more to do than that. But like, you know, having the hottest 100 and having some beers, like, it's okay, man. It's fucking okay. Dude, I got a friend whose birthday's on Australia Day and he likes to celebrate it because everyone's got a day off, so he knows people are available, so he celebrates his birthday, and someone fucking had a go at him for it. Oh, why are you celebrating? It's my birthday, motherfucker. What is your problem? Go to work. You so fucking scared to celebrate that I can't even celebrate a fucking birthday, motherfucker? It's my birthday. Care about Australia? Not dressing up in a flag, dude. All I want to do is play some Edward 40 hands and piss my pants. Okay? Is that okay? Good Lord. Go to work, man. You hate Australia Day so much. Go work for free on Australia Day. Boost our economy and shut the fuck up. You feel me? Anyway, had a gig at the Lion Hotel the other night. It's fucking weird too, bro. It was weird. Quiet crowd. Quiet. Almost silent. Makes you feel you're having a shit gig. I was last up. Okay, so there was, you know, MC, 2 acts before me, break, then me. And I was nervous because it was quiet for everyone. It was quiet for me as well. I'm like, fuck, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to pack up. People are coming up to me. Oh, great show. Fantastic. When are you coming back? I told the staff, like, oh, we just had such great feedback about the show. When can we have you back? I'm like, what? Was there another comedy show on? Because it felt like they hated us. But man, it's just sometimes you just get a crowd like that. I've had that before. But every time it happens, it's just so weird. Like, it's like, yeah, people are like, man, that's so funny, so funny. It's like, well, you could have fucking laughed at it, dude. But I do appreciate that feedback because it makes the quietness sort of go away. You forget about it. You're like, oh, okay, it was a good show. That's good. It's an easier drive home. But yeah, that was nuts. It was so quiet.
Comedy, action, horror. Will this movie win an Oscar? Set design, directing, acting, lighting, or costumes. This segment is Clay's Reviews.
Like I said, the two movies today, they were both part of the Qantas in-flight entertainment. So, shout out to Qantas. You know how it works. You try to watch a 2-hour movie on a 3-hour flight. You only just get through it, if that. Sometimes you miss the ending because there's 500 in-flight announcements pausing your movie and all types of shit. So, we got through it. 2 flights, 2 movies. Let's go. First movie, Equalizer 3. And I was munching on the choc hazelnut butter biscuits that were provided by Qantas. And, dude, I don't know if it's because I'm a big boy or, the flight was not full by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, but they came back and gave me a second pack. And I didn't see him give everybody a second pack. So, yeah, I don't know if they just sort of said, like, look, this guy's got a bit extra money. He did the exit row. Let's reward this motherfucker with some extra butter biscuits. And, hey, I'm not mad at it, okay? Opening scene was just hellified action. They set this up. They remind you that Denzel Washington is that dude. The watch in the first couple of Equalizer movies, he sets his watch and he's like, I'm about to take care of business in 9 seconds. Beep. And he, fucks everybody up, puts a corkscrew through somebody's face, whatever. But in this one, he used the watch, and the watch was more symbolic, okay? He used the watch in the opening scene, did his thing, and then for the rest of the movie, I don't want to get too into the nitty gritty and do spoilers, but he put the watch in the top drawer and he was at peace, and then he was required to do some work. Bang, he put the watch back on, but the watch wasn't really a part of the situation as such, which I don't know. I think I didn't really understand the watch thing anyway. I don't know if you need to know the comic books to understand that, but I don't think they really gave much exposition in the first 2 Equalizer films about what his whole situation with the watch is. Obviously, he's like an ex CIA operative or something, and I don't know. Whatever, man. I just like Denzel as a badass character. I'm trying to, dude. I got off the plane and they call me the Carry On King, and that's a double entendre because I do carry on, get paid for it. That's why I do the podcast. But I also don't check luggage, bro. I carry on only. Carry on king. Carry on luggage, Carry on virus. I be carrying. And so I jumped off that plane in silence, bro. Grabbed my bag, dipped out the airport, straight on the train, bang, I'm in Brisbane City. I could have been a ghost, I could have been out there cracking necks. And when you're doing like a stealth operation, you jump up behind someone, you grab them behind the neck, you break their neck like that. I realized this week how hard that is. Not because I broke a man's neck, but this week I had to put a bird out of its misery, man. There was a baby bird, man, and I love animals, especially birds. Boardman's not a bird man. I don't know if he'd be celebrating this though, because this poor baby bird must have fallen from a nest in our yard, and it was just on the ground. And we've got a German short-haired pointer, which is a hunting dog. They go and pick up the birds. So my GSP, she loves birds, man. And she went and she found this bird, and I said, Gigi, you know, hey, don't do it. Leave it. And she left it. And I went up to the bird and I was like, oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, no. And it had ants all over it and it was still alive. It's flapping its wings. It couldn't really, it was injured. I saw like a little, flesh wound. So I put the dogs around the back. I told Kenny to go play around the side. And I went and got a little rag. I put it over the bird, picked it up. And I, put it out of its misery, man. I didn't want it to be, that slow death of being eaten to death by ants, dude. That's not fair. But it's also not fair for like a big softy like me. I talk about how I've got the baseball bat under the bed, kitchen knives, hardware, tools, hammers, box cutters, screwdrivers. I got weapons. I am armed. I've got a gun. I do have a gun in a safe. But like, yeah, man, I don't know. Cracking that bird's neck. I think I shed a tear, man. Yeah, I think I did. I think I shed a tear. I didn't want to do that. So if I had to hunt my own food, man, it'd be a problem. I think maybe I wouldn't kill it by hand. I wouldn't be a close combat. Maybe I could kill some type of animal with a bow and arrow or a gun. I don't think I could do like machete or knife, or wrestle it, wrestle a pig and crack its neck, man. I just don't think I've got that in me. A man, for example, though, like a man that disrespects my dog, I'll give him the bat. And apparently, this is all unsourced here at the Welcome to the Poddy podcast, but apparently, human meat is similar to that of pig meat. So maybe I would go cannibal. If I was Sully and I wasn't, completely proficient at landing a plane in the Hudson River, and only a few people survived instead of every single passenger, and we did a not a crash landing, just a full on crash, and there's 5 of us, and we're out there for months. We're freezing. Maybe somebody's got to go, and maybe I'm going to be the one that makes that decision, and we start eating. Pack leader. But I digress. After that first scene, it took forever for the story to get back to the action. And the reason you watch The Equalizer is for the action. It's like John Wick. Like, you do not fuck around trying to like figure out the story. It's like, okay, this happened, so everybody got to die, And it was like all this. It was a big run up to get back to the action. But it was cool. It was cool. It's The Equalizer. It's Denzel. He's in Italy, so we get to see him fuck up Italy a little bit. Naples, I think it was, and it's the mafia over there, and this dude is like, "Who killed my brother? Who killed my brother?" And Denzel's like, "I did. It was me. Yeah, I killed your brother. Yeah. Okay. Look. Take me. Don't do it here. Yeah, I'll trade you. You take me. Yeah, you take me. You leave the people alone. Okay. Don't do it here. Just don't do it here." Right? He does all of that. And then the guy's like, "I'm gonna kill you in the street. I kill you right here in the street for spilling the blood of my brother." He's like, okay, and that's a decision that you're gonna make. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm turning into Scarface a little bit. Al Pacino. Denzel Pacino right now. It just is what it is. It's the Equalizer. You want the action. There's a big gap between the action. It's good to see a reunion between Denzel and Dakota Fanning, dude, as an adult woman. So they have a reunion, you know, after Man on Fire. And if you haven't seen that, you got to see that. Man on Fire. That's Denzel and Dakota when she's a baby. Not a baby, but a little girl, a little school-aged girl. So, yeah, a little reunion, which was dope. Yeah, man, I for sure would watch again. I would watch it again. I just love these Equalizer films. They're some of my favorites. They are some of my favorites. There wasn't enough booby traps, I didn't think, in this one. It was more just gunplay, but regardless, it's pretty cool. I like the gore. I like how he really doesn't give, like, he'll look into their eyes too when he kills them. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't know if he's a good man or a bad man. And I like that about him. He's got a dark soul where he can take a life without even thinking twice, man. Just for the people of Italy, you know. Just for the people of Italy, or in this case, just for one man's pension. That's real. One man's pension got him somehow involved with the Italian mafia, and then like an international, like cyber drug ring and all terrorist organization. He takes it all down for $360,000 or something. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but admirable, rewatchable. But yeah, it doesn't get more than a 6.5 out of 10. And then we got Dumb Money. Again, Qantas. This time they hit me with a blueberry muffin, and it was moist. I don't know how it was so moist. You know, it's wrapped in it comes in a plastic bag. It's airtight. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why it's so moist. It's airtight the moment it's baked. Maybe. So it just retains that freshness. You open that bag up, bang, smells like blueberries right in your mouth. You eat it, whew, soft, moist. It's actually like better than what you get at a bakery most times, or even a, expensive cafe with people with tattoos, pouring your coffee. But yeah, Dumb Money. It's about the Wall Street Bets situation with GameStop. Basically, if you don't know what that is, Reddit is like an online forum where people, talk and call each other homos and, shit like that. But Wall Street Bets is one of the rooms on this forum where they were talking, they talk about their investments and why they're doing this stuff. And there's one dude played by Paul Dano, who, by the way, has never been Oscar nominated. Insanity. He's fantastic. He's fantastic. He's in like There Will Be Blood alongside Daniel Day-Lewis. He's the Riddler in the Batman with Robert Pattinson. What else is he in? He's just like a creepy looking motherfucker, but he's such a good actor. Anyway, he plays the main dude that started. He really believed in GameStop. He was a gamer his whole life. He thought people want the physicals of games. I don't believe that it's going to go completely online, and Wall Street was betting against GameStop, and he just kept saying like, this is it. We got to take this. And the whole Wall Street Bets community started buying up GameStop stock, and the stock just started going crazy, like up and up and up. They're making money. The Wall Street keeps betting against it, buying, $500 million against it, betting against it. That's called shorting, right? So basically, you bet that much money that the business is going to fail. But if the business becomes more successful, you basically just lose that money. And that was what was happening to like these huge investment firms. So much so that they, there's an app called Robinhood, which is basically just like a investment app that anybody can have, and you just for day traders, people that want to do it themselves without a stockbroker. Essentially, you go in, you put in how much you want to buy, and you click buy, and it gives you your shares essentially. And this Robinhood app suspended buying GameStop stock because they were about to lose so much money in payouts. Like it's all rigged against the little man, basically. None of the Wall Street people that rigged the system because the little guy was winning. None of them paid any recourse. A couple people in the Wall Street bets community got rich off it. Some didn't. But the positive that comes out of it is that the big firms, the big investors, Wall Street, they don't short companies as often as they used to, because they have to scour the internet to see if people are seeing this and going against them, they could lose business, they could lose billions, which makes it far more risky for them to short companies, like back in like 2008 or whatever, like the housing bubble and all the Wolf of Wall Street type shit, all that shorting, that a lot of people get rich off of screwing the little man, screwing small businesses, small public businesses out of business, and it's hard for that to happen now because of communities that are formed online, which is pretty cool because the internet is a pretty toxic place, but anything to stick it to the man, I say. Stick it to the man, Neosis. Shout out to School of Rock starring Black Jack. But yeah, man, I've never invested in the stock market. I've had a couple of meetings with stockbrokers. I've never had the capital lying around to just gamble. I do gamble on sports, and I haven't had it come up in a while. You know what? How about while I look, we'll just put on some Jeopardy music. All right, I'm going to give you guys some bets for tomorrow, and if you want to win, I'll do the opposite of what I'm about to say. All right, so one game. Milwaukee Bucks versus Denver Nuggets. That's a blockbuster. Okay, you got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Damian Lillard, Jamal Murray. You got Nikola Jokic. Now Nikola Jokic, he thrives in a big game environment, I think. So let's just check what he's going for points. I'd say it'll be about 27 or something like that, and he's good for over 30. So right now, he's at 27.5. I would take the overs. On Nikola Jokic. I would say Giannis, I don't want to throw shade at him, but he likes to duck the smoke. I bet they make him guard Aaron Gordon, and someone like Brook Lopez is going to guard Jokic, and Jokic is going to have a field day. I think it'll be a close game, so no one's really going to be sitting on the bench in the fourth quarter. I think you take Jokic over 27.5 easy. Giannis, they've got it over 31.5. God, I kind of want to say under, but I just don't. I don't know. He's a big scorer. I don't know. Let's take Jokic for overs. I think what's Giannis's rebounds here? 11.5. That's tough. I think that's about the line. Let's go Jokic again. What's his rebounds? 12.5. Yeah. I think Giannis gobbles him up. Jokic might not get 12.5. Maybe you take Jokic under for boards, over for points. And then assists here. Giannis 6.5. And Giannis is triple double hunting at the moment. I promise you he is. You take that over for Giannis on the assists. Okay. So that's 3 bets for today. Hopefully I get this episode out on time. So we got Jokic over on points, Giannis over on assists, and Jokic under on rebounds. And that's my Wall Street bets. You understand me? I love you guys. Make sure you share the show. Just tell a friend to tell a friend. You know, that's the best way to support. I just want the show to grow. And I just need your help by sharing it. So just share it, please. Tell a friend to tell a friend. These are lit movie reviews. I didn't even give you the score just then for dumb money, but it's a 7 out of 10. So if you're on a flight, those are the 2 movies you got to watch on your next flight. Equalizer 3 and Dumb Money, man. Please share the show. I can't stress that enough, man. I love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves, as always.